You are not behind, not yet. But 6 months from now, you might be, and nobody's telling you why. Everyone thinks Claude Code is a developer thing. It is for people who know how to write code. They hear that term code and get scared. And that the window to actually use it has closed. It hasn't. Because most people are just still watching videos about AI, reading threads about AI, and telling themselves they will start soon. And almost nobody is actually building anything. What you are looking at right now is where I stopped watching and I start building. It is not an app I bought. It's just a folder on my laptop that runs my entire life, my entire businesses, my entire projects, my clients, all my YouTube videos, the decisions I made last month, the note I took yesterday, the decisions I made yesterday. I call it my personal operating system or personal OS. And don't worry about that term. I'm going to throw it here and there. But by the end of this video, you will understand exactly what Claude Code is and how it got here. And by the end of this, you will get your own personal operating system. And I'm going to give you this exact folder at the end of the video. So you don't need to know how to code if you can open a folder on your laptop, so you can do this. Quick thing, you probably don't know me. My name is Mahmoud and I'm not a developer. I had no computer science degree, I'm not technical, I never worked at a tech job. Not long ago, I couldn't open a terminal without googling what a terminal even means. So I'm building in public, I run an e-commerce store and an AI automation agency just starting out on this YouTube channel. So some of them work and some of them don't. So that's the point. This folder runs my whole day and I built it knowing nothing about technical stuff. So if I can run 4 things from one folder, my YouTube channel, my AI automation agency, my e-commerce business, and my learning journey from one folder, so you can. Alright, enough about me. In this video we are going to learn, or we are going to know what is Claude and what's the difference between Claude Code, Claude Cowork, and Claude Chat. So Claude is just a product from this company called Anthropic. It's an AI company. You might heard of them. It's like a rival to OpenAI. So they hold all of these 3 products and they are kind of same but not same. So first of all, we have Claude Chat. This is like a chatbot, like your normal chat GPT or a virtual AI assistant. When you open Claude Chat and you say hi, this is going to respond and it might know a little things about you. So it's going to respond, says hi, what I can help you today. So this is normal chat, inside of which you have chat, you have project, you have artifact, and you can customize and connect your tools, plug in like your Gmail, your Google Drive, Slack, and you start using it. But Claude Chat is like a vending machine. When you ask it a question, it's going to give you the answer, but it doesn't have that power of autonomy. Oh, it can't touch your files on your laptop. So you still do the work. You still need to copy from here and paste from here, and that is not the optimal way to do work. So, and when you move in the ladder a little bit, you go from Claude Chats like a vending machine to Claude Cowork. You move from right to left, you have Claude Cowork. This is where the anatomy of AI agent comes. So now your AI can think because it's powered by this model from Anthropic, which is Opus 4.8, or even the latest AI model, Fable 5, and with 1 million context window. So don't worry about that term for now. And not just like that, it can run autonomously, it can work, and it can check its own work before reporting back to you. And it also handle like multi-step decision. So when you move to the ladder at the top, your AI now has brain. This also has brain, but the reasoning is not as powerful as Cowork. And then it can see, can take a screenshot, it can actually use your desktop app, it can navigate, it can read your screen like an actual human and understand the visual context in real time. So it has an eye, and the most important one is it can actually do things on your laptop. When you give it a permission to do anything on your laptop, when you give it access to a folder on your laptop, it can read your files, it can write inside this folder. For example, this folder, I call it YouTube OS, inside of which has like 29 files. When I give it permission to access this folder, it's going to write, edit my files inside this folder. And it can also not just write and read inside your folders, it can work inside an isolated virtual machine. So this is Claude Cowork when you move up in the ladder. And then when you move up more, you go to Claude Code. This is where the full autonomy of an AI agent come in. So don't worry about that term Claude Code. It's just an AI. It's an AI chatbot, but it has more power than the rest of them. And just a fun fact, this Claude Cowork were built using Claude Code over a week or so. I think some of Anthropic engineers, they thought, we having Claude Code and we having Claude Chat. So why we shouldn't build something in the middle for people who are not technical? But even though Claude Code right now it's not that technical at all, so it can actually do things like this. It's like an operator. It actually has hands. It can write. It can read files. It can runs your tools. The tool you connect to actual tools on your laptop, and it can run them. Claude Code is an AI system that can act autonomously, so it can run up to 48 hours or more. So Claude Cowork is just a less technical version of Claude Code. So Claude Code is can actually run autonomously on your machine. It can control your machine fully if you give it access to. It can touch. It can touch tools you are using. For example, if you are using Canva, it can touch your Canva. This whiteboard was built completely by Claude Code, by the way. It can write into your Notion database. It can design your thumbnails. It can write your it can design your apps. It can absolutely do anything you could think of. So this is the official definition from Anthropic themselves. We are going to go over this definition in a real quick and non-technical way. So the definition from Anthropic comes like this. They say Claude Code is an agentic coding tool that read your code base. Don't worry about that code base. Just focus on this. It can edit files, run commands, and integrate with your development tools. Don't worry about that as well. Available in your terminal, IDE, and desktop app. Don't worry about terminal and IDE. Just focus on desktop app. So we can download this Claude Code in our desktop app or in a on a browser. So Claude Code is an AI coding assistant that help you build features. Think about it like your bro who knows how to code, right? It can fix bug, automate development tasks. It's like understand your entire code base. Again, code base is just a folder. All right? It can work across multiple files and get things done. Get things done. All right? This is the official definition from Anthropic themselves. When you go to Claude Code documentation, you will see this exact definition, and it's very straightforward. It's just an AI powered or an AI assistant that knows how to code and knows how to control your computer. This is what's Claude Code, and this is what an AI agent. And when you come to AI and ask it what is coding agent even mean, or what is like a autonomous coding agent, it will give you this analogy of a car, driver, and the engine. So it will say something like this. An engine is your AI model, in this case, which will be Opus 4.8. This is the engine of a car. And then you have the car itself. This is the harness or where this model is running, in this case, Claude Code. And then you have you, the driver. So three of you make an AI agent or agentic workflow. So you have the model, which is like LLM, and then you have the harness where the model is actually running. We have Codex, we have Claude Code, we have Hermes agent, we have OpenClaw. These are all harnesses. And then you have you, driver, which is your context, what you do, your businesses, your, I don't know, whatever you do, what you prompted. So this is you, and three of you make an AI agentic powerful. So if you have a car without an engine, it's useless. And you without a car, you're not useless, but you might not be as powerful as with car and the engine. So when three of you come together, an engine, I don't know where to put this engine here, and then the car, and then the driver is you. So you have the LLM model, the large language model, which is the most powerful one, but without the car is useless. And then you put it inside the car, and then now you have a car and you have the driver with the context, with the prompt, with the instructions, etc., etc. Now you have something powerful. Now you have the autonomy. Now you have, like, I don't know what to say, but this is just the analogy that I asked AI and it gave me, and I watched many YouTubers talk about this. and I wanted to throw it here as well. So this is what gave us our Claude agent, and this is how Claude actually evolved from Claude Chat to Claude Cowork. It has brain and it has eyes, and then it can act, then to a fully autonomous agent, which is Claude Code. So in the next video, we are going to look at how we are going to set this up by getting started with Claude Code, either in terminal or IDE extension or desktop app. So we are going to look at the terminal, VS Code extension, and the desktop app. So these are the three ways to use Claude Code. Not only three ways, but the main three ways. And we are going to look at them in the next video, which is Claude desktop app, terminal, and VS Code. So stay tuned and subscribe. Peace.